Introducing first, Zashaun Gist.
The gorilla, Zashaun Gist. Talk about a guy who's 6'2" from Peoria, Illinois. Another Peoria Athletic Club fighter. Very good on his feet, very good wrestler. Can take the fight wherever he wants. But has Keaton Miller gotten to his head?
I would say from the sounds of it, I think he might have. But I mean, some people might fight better under the pressure.
If I'm Zashaun Gist, I'm definitely looking to take Keaton Miller's head off based on the antics that we've heard about. But to Caleb's point, you got to make sure that that doesn't throw you off of your game plan. You got to stick to what you've been training. You can't let your hatred for the kid get in the way of what you've been working towards during your camp.
I talked to Zashaun earlier today, and he is very focused. He said weight cut or not, you know, he tried to bulk up. The water weight kind of messed with his bulk up, and he was unable to make the weight. He was very apologetic for it, but he's still focused. He's still going to take this fight. He's still going to try his best to absolutely dominate Keaton Miller, but this is his opportunity to put, you know, a lot of people who don't like Keaton on the map.
Well, Caleb, it goes to what you were talking about earlier in the evening, how the amateurs is what you use as a stepping stone to learn to potentially get to the next level. Like you said, Zashaun Gist was very apologetic about missing weight. I highly doubt we ever see him miss weight again, because he now knows what that feels like, and it's cost him a shot at winning the title if he happens to win this fight.
And no doubt that this is technically a professional fight. These are two high-skilled level guys, even though it is in the amateur division. Both of these guys will have a professional career very, very soon. The gorilla, Zashaun Gist, take it in this moment. The co-main event of GE Fights, Road to Victory. Here we go.
With all of the antics from Keaton Miller, you could say that Gist is pissed.
And his opponent, Keaton Miller.
The Mad Dog, Keaton Miller.
No live rapping this time?
No. Keaton sent me a message. He said him and the guy is a hater now.
He's a hater now.
He's a hater now. Keaton Miller coming out on his own, going to come out of Triumph Boxing, which Coach Sean and Coach Kenny the patented dreads of Keaton Miller, the ECC champion, a kickboxing champion. You're talking about a guy who loves to talk but backs up every single word of it.
I tell you what, man, this kid, if he can make it later on, you know, at the professional level, he is a marketing dream with the way he acts and the stuff he does. So remember, you saw him here first.
So that begs my question. This is going to be fight number 5 for Keaton Miller. Does win, lose, or draw, does he need to go? Cody, I'll ask you because you're the professional here. Does he need any more amateur fights, or is he ready?
No, he shows a very professional. Whenever he steps in the cage, he's a professional. On the feet, on the ground, he has submission wins, he has knockout wins. He can do it all.
So this could be the final time we see Keaton Miller as an amateur. I would love to see Keaton Miller in the professional game. I think he's got the opportunity, but hey, so does Zashaun Gist. He's just as much of a professional where he can make it to the top ranks of any professional fighting organization.
These are certainly two guys who, if you follow local MMA here in Indiana and also follow professional MMA, you will one day see fighting for a UFC or any other top tier promotion. These guys have the potential to make it that far.
Here we go. The Mad Dog, Keaton Miller, entering the cage.
I spoke to Keaton Miller in the back before the fights began. He told me, he Mystic Mac'd it. He told me this fight ends in the 3rd round. And he's already talking.
says it's game time. Zashaun paying him no attention, looking back at his coaches.
Anna and Cassie. This next bout scheduled for 5 rounds, and it is for the GE Vice Bantamweight title. Introducing first in the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 141 pounds with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Peoria, Illinois, Zashaun the Gorilla Gist. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a kickboxer standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana, give it up for the Mad Dog, Keaton.
All right, gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. I expect you to fight clean, fight hard. Obey my commands at all times. You want to touch them up, do them now? All right, let's back up. Let's do this.
Here we go. We got a little glove touch, but who cares? Throw it out the window. Zashaun, the Gorilla Gist versus the Mad Dog, Keaton Miller, for the 135-pound title. Skylar Slay is our 3rd man in the cage. Let's lock this door and let the boys eat.
I don't even think these guys care about the title.
Here we go.
Ready.
Zashaun told Keaton at the weigh-ins, I don't need the belt, I need your head.
Zashaun comes out swinging.
Zashaun throwing caution to the wind. He's going right for it. Keaton trying to stop the takedown.
Such a weird interaction there at the very beginning.
Big throw from Zashaun, gets the takedown. Keaton working to cover guard, stuck in half guard, but still trying to work back in.
Zashaun looking to put the pressure on early.
He started real fast, came right across and did not let Keaton breathe. That's the big thing. You let Miller get into his rhythm, it's going to be a long night for you.
Yeah, this is exactly the game plan that Zashaun would want, getting Keaton on his back early so he can't use any of that striking ability. Make him work for it.
Both of these guys talking to each other on the ground.
Zashaun hitting Keaton with some nice shots early.
Keaton Miller asking him, hey man, why don't we just stand up and strike? Zashaun said, nah, I'm good where we're at right now.
If I'm Keaton here, I'm not looking to throw shots from the bottom. I'm looking to get to a different position so I can potentially get back to my feet or look for some sort of reversal.
Zashaun takes a quick look to his corner to see what coaches have to say for him. Keaton flat on his back, trying to work the bottom half guard. Holding on right now as Zashaun's trying to pass. Keaton's going high, but good strikes from Zashaun Gist trying to pass over the top.
Those left hands of Zashaun are landing on the right side of Keaton's face.
Keaton's trying to get that full guard.
But we saw Keaton versus Max Peters. You know, you take a guy who can wrestle really well. Keaton does have some good counter wrestling. He can stand up from the bottom. Don't count Keaton out from this position, but Zashaun Gist, like the gorilla name he has, is just grounding and pounding.
Yeah, as of right now, he is mauling Keaton. Keaton finally able to get to a leg here, but nope, no longer, doesn't have it. There we go.
Single leg sit out, almost got there.
Keaton still talking from that seated position.
I would expect nothing less. Zashaun Gist with the gorilla hammer fist.
Zashaun looking to shut him up.
Big overhand right coming from the bottom. Keaton Miller stands
back
up
to his feet, rolls for the Darce.
Keaton got to his feet just in time there. Looked like the referee was about to step in. Zashaun doing a great job of controlling his hands.
Zashaun still looking to lock up that Darce with the knees to the body.
Big takes the back over. Got one hook in. Keaton Miller comes out the back door for a single leg and gets
drops
Zashaun
him down. Now it's Keaton's turn on top.
Keaton passes the leg over the top. Coaches in his corner are telling him to stand up.
Zashaun Gist looking to take it back again.
Zashaun has the corner if he can cut it. Keaton stepping over the side. We got 10 seconds left in our first round.
Intense first round of this fight already.
Got to be a big confidence booster to Zashaun to come out and control probably a good 4 minutes of that fight, but Keaton ends the fight on top. letting Zashaun know I'm still here.
Action-packed. I would not hate to be a judge in this round to figure out who you wanted to win. But you got Coach Sean in the corner of Keaton Miller. You got the Black Robies in the corner of Zashaun Gist, getting their fighters back to 100% between that round. Remember, guys, we got 4 more rounds of this.
That pace of that first round was crazy. It's another one of those fights where can you keep this up for 5?
Well, at that pace, if they can, then they are ready for the next level.
I mean, we saw Keaton Miller in his first fight against Max Peters go to the distance with a guy a weight class heavier than him, but it wasn't for a title, and it wasn't 2 more rounds. It was 3 rounds. You know, Zashaun is always, he's game for anything. He doesn't care if it's first round, second round, 5th round, 19th round. He's ready to go. Look at him.
And I don't think Zashaun realizes just how close he was to finishing that fight in the first round. Referee looked like he was about to step in before Keaton was able to get to his feet.
Both of these guys are ready for the corners to get out. Let's go to round 2. Zashaun Gist moving around. Keaton Miller says, hey, I'm still here. Let's continue to do this.
Okay, they're coming out a little bit more technical this time.
Here comes the kickboxing from Keaton Miller that we know of. Big head kick from the gorilla. Good inside kick. Keaton matches with a jab. Good switch.
Zashaun doing a great job of using these inside and outside kicks to stop Keaton's moving around.
Good liver kick from Keaton Miller, but eats a jab and a cross. Keaton's ability to pull out of punches way is incredible.
He's got to do something about checking these leg kicks, though.
Keaton is very elusive, and he keeps going to the body. He's banking on that paying off later in the fight.
The big thing with Zashaun when he hits, it's tough to tell if you hurt Keaton or not because he gives you no tell.
Keaton's got to be careful here, coming in with his hands down like that. Zashaun's tagged him a few times.
That is the Keaton Miller style. He's going to keep his hands down because he is so confident in his movement that you cannot touch him.
Good body kick there.
Body.
Big liver shot.
And the 1-2 from Keaton.
It doesn't matter how strong you are. You touch that liver, it's all over. Good rear teeth from Zashaun Gist. Here's that shot.
Zashaun takes Keaton back down.
Zashaun holding Miller in a Khabib lock. Has both of his legs triangled. Keaton Miller working to get out.
Keaton Miller's in a pinned position here. If Zashaun can post up and lay these punches down, it's going to be hard for Keaton to move, being up against the back of that fence.
This is a real tough spot for Keaton Miller. He's got to work to get out. Zashaun Gist landing some strikes, but not powerful enough for Skylar Slay. But now he's in a dominant
Keaton's got to move. Keaton's got to move. Huge hammer fist from Zashaun Gist.
Zashaun really working. Skylar Slay is getting in there soon.
Giving Keaton every opportunity.
Keaton working to come out the back door, looking for another single leg to stand up. He's covering. Skylar's getting in there close.
That's it!
Oh, over. Zashaun, the gorilla, Gist.
Zashaun Gist with a few words for Keaton Miller's fans there, looks like.
Zashaun, the gorilla Gist, makes that promise come true that he was coming home with that win.
Well, Zashaun Gist is going to be able to sleep well tonight.
Big, big movement from Zashaun. Did exactly what his nickname says, the gorilla, ground and pound, and stops the Mad Dog in his tracks. You can see Keaton Miller visibly upset. Coach Sean coming in, congratulating Zashaun.
Zashaun showing some great sportsmanship there, coming over to check on Keaton. Hopefully for these guys, it's all love at the end of the day.
I mean, that's what this sport is. You know, like we said with Doomsday Watson and Andrew Cruz, there's a lot of bad blood when you step in, but
they were able to hug it out at the end. These guys are doing it right now. You love to see that.
Absolutely. You talk about these two guys who left it all in here. You know, win, lose, talk. It's part of the sport. Selling the sport online. You got to get people to watch and buy tickets or no one's going to be here. But Zashaun Gist and Keaton Miller, hashing everything out. Great fight from two great fighters that we're going to see at the next level.
Yeah, these are certainly two names to circle and watch for in the future as they make their way up to the professional ranks.
We're going to go up to the cage, listen to Kevin Bracken. We're going to make this one official.
Your winner, round 2, 209 into the second round by TKO, referee stoppage due to strikes, Zashaun the Gorilla Gist.
Who am I? The prince of the mint. It's some dog food on that silverware. Rinse off the dish. Me and you, two different guys. You out here simping about the bitch. Drum hoe, some pocket change. I knocked the lint up out his den. On his roof in all black. I hit his crib just like
Zashaun Gist coming away your winner tonight. Epic fight. Keaton Miller. You wonder what's next with Keaton Miller. This has to motivate him, keep him hungry. And Zashaun Gist, even more hungry. He's told me he's going to stick to 145 pounds. Heck, man, he's my #1 contender for the 45-pound belt. It is also vacant. We're going to go up into the ring here shortly. Listen to Cody Cox talk with Zashaun Gist. All right, let's go up and listen to Cody Cox and make this one official.
Me and Cali is one lit. Hey, that's for Drake. Up it if you want some fuck shit. I took so many L's to touch the.
I'm here with Zashaun Gist. Zashaun, you were ineligible to win the title because you missed weight. Can you walk us through the problems you had making weight and what came on coming into this fight?
My water load didn't go right. I started feeling like shit, so I told him we could move it up to 45 because I feel like that's a better weight for me. 35s, I can get there, but it's really, really hard. I'm still trying to perfect it, you know? I'm sorry to Keaton, I'm sorry to his team, I'm sorry to you guys for putting the fight in jeopardy. Thank you for still taking it. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who gives me the strength to come to the gym every day and train with the warriors that I train with. I want to thank Ryan Blackerby, the best coach in the world, Pure Athletic Club, Thomas Blackerby, his son. Kid's going to be in UFC soon. Kid's no joke, he's awesome. Contender Series is something, he deserves it. Give it to him.
So are you saying that we're going to see you at 145 in the future?
Yes, sir. I want that 145 strap. I'll take it from anybody. Give it to me.
Well, you won a 135 non-title. You say you're going to 145. Give us a name.
I don't know any around here or who fights here, but anybody at 45. I don't care who you are. Just like Keaton. I don't care if you talk. I don't care where you train. I don't care who you think you are. I'm going to beat that ass.
Zashaun Gist, everybody.